What's going on, everyone? Activesin here, and today we're going to talk about Inside Xbox, Microsoft's revamped monthly show to highlight upcoming games and give information to their fans. The first episode was this past Saturday, and well, it wasn't good. In fact, in some ways it was pretty bad. But it wasn't all bad, so let's start with the good stuff, and then we'll talk about the stuff that I feel needs improvement. So first off, I love the idea of Microsoft having a monthly show for Xbox to showcase things coming to Xbox within that time frame, and focusing on whatever exclusive title it is for that month. I think it's a smart way to get exposure for a game, show its inner workings, show some behind the scenes stuff, and explain why we need to buy this game. It's a smart idea. It's in the same vein as a Nintendo Direct, and I love Nintendo Direct, so this could become something very cool. I thought the production quality of the show was excellent. This is something that Microsoft excels at. They always put on a high quality production, like at E3. Their E3 shows are always very high quality. I thought the social media interaction was smart. It increases fan engagement. They showed tweets of people playing Sea of Thieves throughout the show. I thought that was cool. It shows people are excited for their game, and they can showcase that to get more people excited. That is something they should keep. But a little less of it would be great. And I'll get into that a little later. Finally, they did a good job showing off products. They showed off the Sea of Thieves Xbox One S bundle. They showed off the Sea of Thieves controller, which looks very nice. They also showed a Sea of Thieves hard drive, which I didn't even know existed until this show. So that's good. They're making a point of saying, hey, if you're interested in Sea of Thieves, we have these Sea of Thieves related products. That's great. Now, let's get into some stuff that needs improvement. The show is too long. 2 hours is way too long for the amount of content that we saw on this show based around Sea of Thieves and their big reveal, which turned out to be the Duke controller, which is cool and all, but 2 hours is too long. Now, focusing on Sea of Thieves is fine. It makes sense. The game is coming out soon, I think in a week or so. It's the big title for March, but we saw way too much in this show. It was almost an overwhelming amount of Sea of Thieves, and then a bunch of filler in between to break up the gameplay. And the filler in between, it's not good. The banter is awkward, it's weird, it's unnecessary things. At one point they showed us a 24 karat gold Xbox One X, because, you know, pirates, right? So that kind of stuff is unnecessary, and it takes too long. If you want to show something like that, that's cool, but it should only take a minute or so. Some of these banter in between went on for like 10 minutes a piece, and that's just too much. It makes the show feel sluggish. It gives a bad pacing for the show. These kind of things they definitely need to work on. A lot of that stuff could definitely be cut out. Now, seeing behind the scenes of the game is cool. I thought that was smart. That's a good idea. They should definitely keep that. But again, a lot of pointless talking. But there's one major thing that I think they need to change, and that's Major Nelson. I'm sorry. I know he's a big part of Xbox, but he's lame. He gives the whole show a kind of ShamWow feel, you know, an infomercial feel. Whether or not that's intentional, I don't know, maybe. But it feels like an infomercial rather than something that could be a little cooler. Yeah, maybe replace him with somebody, a little bit cooler. Because the point here is to sell Xbox consoles and games here, and seeing Major Nelson up there with his dad jokes just kind of makes Xbox seem not that cool. Another thing, there wasn't enough game content outside of Sea of Thieves. There's no reason why we couldn't have seen other games while still having the focus on Sea of Thieves. Like with the Nintendo Direct, we generally get several games with the focus sometimes being on one. Like a couple days before, they had a Nintendo Direct and they told us the focus would be on the Mario Tennis Aces, and it was. Mario Tennis Aces got quite a bit of time, same with Splatoon 2, but we saw a lot of other games as well. So maybe Microsoft could sprinkle in more games throughout the show so we don't have to just keep seeing Sea of Thieves over and over and over again to the point where we're inundated with it, and it kind of defeats the purpose of the show because you're kind of boring us with Sea of Thieves. The concept of the show is a good idea. I think it could become something very good for Xbox and their fans. It could be something to look forward to, much like the Nintendo Directs. And having it on a monthly basis to look forward to would be really cool. But the show needs work, the pacing is too slow, it's too long, and there's not enough game content. But if they fix these things, condense the show to maybe about 30 minutes, I think the show could be great. I hope Microsoft takes all the feedback from people here on YouTube, Twitter, and all these other social medias, retool the show, because the way it is right now, I don't think it'll last much longer. Let me know what you think about Inside Xbox in the comment section below. How do you think Microsoft could improve the show? Make sure to hit that notification bell located right below that like button. Share the video and subscribe if you have not done so already. Have a great day, and I will talk to you next time.